Happy New Year. January 2nd, I had planned on maybe a video before now, but now is the time to not only make this video. Gun Eagle has a message for 2024. This is what came through me. In that you are not who you think you are. This is the road to happiness. This is the road to solving all of the world's problems when you can see clearly what I'm saying. You are not who you think you are. And that leads to the greatest of questions. Well, if I'm not who I think I am, who am I? If each and every citizen, or actually just a handful, but if each and every citizen pondered this statement and then asked that question, all the problems we have would be solved from the highest source. So 2024 in Amarillo, Texas, there's a movement of force that's going on. A movement of force. There's power in the world, and force is a power. Okay? It's what we use to hurt others in order to get what we want. Okay? We may hurt others as in animals or plants or the earth in order to get what we want, and that's very common. We've created that all over the world, and look where it got us. Force. In the Far East, the idea is to live with nature. If you look at Taoism and Buddhism. But in the West, the Christian way seems to be us against nature. And we see that here in Amarillo, or at least I do, because there's not a whole lot of nature to attend to. In those places that are of nature, few go there. So we live in this box we call a city. And although we are nature, we look to escape it. So let's move back to this movement of force that's happening. In the search and finding of this standard, unspoken standard of mediocrity, we find that this is happening, or I find that this is happening due to a ideology of a certain set or a certain subculture of the city. And it's done with force. But few know it because so many are oppressed in this city by that ideology. Because what creates oppression is force. Basically, you give in to the force of a few and don't really know how to move against that force. So you were forced to live a certain way with lots of fear. This is a very fearful city. What's an indication of that is how many guns are here. The greater amount of guns, the greater amount of fear. We fear the other. The other is us. If you go back to that statement, we are not who we think we are. So, who am I? And who am I protecting myself from? Wake up, Amarillo. Wake up. Because there's nothing to fear. And when we examine that statement, we are not who we think we are. Ask the question, who am I? And with some guidance, you'll find there's nothing to fear but fear itself. When we wake up, the 144,000 that can vote will vote. And there will be a shift in power, but it won't be force. It will be universal power, true power, the power of nature. Please ponder. Please use your gift of intellect, which we all have, to discuss, to think about, to meditate on, to pray, whatever it takes. Look at this. Look at this statement. I am not who I think I am. It's absolutely true. It's full on board truth. Who am I? Till we meet again.